Hello everyone, Colby here, and welcome to another episode of Visual Basic programming tutorials. In the previous episode we covered on how to change the color of a form to multiple colors and had a look at some of the properties of different items. So let's start a new project and name it tutorial number 3. And in this episode we are going to take a look at some of the other properties of the forms, as well as using our first text box. So like always, let's give our labels and items a name. So I will name this one output, and I will label the text box txt for text box, txt input. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to type in, basically I'm going to have it so that when I type in something and click a button, it will go onto the text goes here. So what we're going to do is get a button as well and resize our form so it's a bit smaller. Okay, so let's use this button now, and let's label it CMD confirm, and let's just put confirm here. Alright, so when this button is clicked, we want whatever is in the text box to go onto the label. So how we do this is that we again double click on our text on our button to bring up the method stub, and in the middle let's type out what we want to do. So we want it so that anything in the text box will appear on the label. So how do we do this? Okay, so let's think. We want any text here to basically equal here, or any text here to equal here when this button is clicked. So there are a few ways we can do this, and right now we're going to start with the easiest way, and I think in a few lessons time I will talk about different variables. And variables are very important in programming because it allows us to set different values for data and to allocate them into memory. Now we'll be talking about that later, so I'm not going to go too in depth, but that is quite like the bread and butter of programming. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to set it so that the label output dot text, because we are again using the text characteristic, equals the text in the input. So basically what we are doing here, okay, if you think about it, we are getting this, which is our label, and we are saying that its text, what it is, which is this currently, when the button is clicked, it will equal this, the text in here. So quite simple really, isn't it? So let's try and run it. So currently the text goes here, is the label's text, and we type in hello world, and we click confirm. See, the text is now up here. This is now the text for the label as well. So now we can say type in anything, and the text now equals, there we go, the label. So that was quite quick. On the second part now, we are just going to have it so that whenever we click confirm, it's going to go up here. However, the text in here will clear so we can type something else in. So to do this, we want to hit enter to get a new line, and then we want it so that the text input dot text will equal nothing. So that when this button is clicked, this will basically, anything we've typed in here will go. And you may be wondering, well, how can label output.text equal this if it's to nothing? Well, basically with programming, unless you tell it otherwise, the default will be it will go through it in a line. It will go through it one by one. It ignores white spaces, as we call them, any blanks, and so it will go through this one, and then it will go through this one, all in a split second. You won't be able to tell, but that's basically what it does. So for instance, if we put this one above that, then it won't work. But as long as we put it below, it'll work. So now that's clearing. Now you may be wondering, well, when I click that button, how do I get it so that the typing sort of, so you can still type in it without having to click in it, to focus it almost? Well, yeah, I gave it away then, but what you do is you type text input dot focus. Now I understand that this is a lot of information to take in, but that is a line that you can learn, or you can simply just check the list. But if you think about it, you are focusing it so that this, well, I really don't remember what it's called, but so that you have sort of allowed it so you can just type in easily. So what it'll do, I'll make a mental note of that. I'll do it so allows you to type in the box without having to click again. And I'll also make one for here. Clears the text in the text box when the button is clicked. So let's run our code and let's type in Dragon Blogger again. So now when we click confirm, there should be three things happening. This text should turn into Dragon Blogger, the text should go, it should be focused so we can still type in. There we go, it all happened at once. You see, now we can type without having to click, and the text has gone up and it is cleared. So thank you for watching. This has been the third episode. I hope that you learnt and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like, subscribe and comment for more, and I will see you next time. Bye.